Somebody tells me that they want me to call them, so I'll apologize to you now, okay? Because if somebody says call me something, I have to. You know, I can't do that. All right, Mitch and Danielle, why don't you come out? Mitch, how do you feel knowing that your mother does not want to see you, really wants, I have to use the word disown because I think that's what she wants to say.
Well, this is me. She either loves me or she don't. A mother's love is supposed to be unconditional.
But how does it make you feel? Mitch, turn to her and tell her how you feel. Tell her how you feel.
Nobody knows how it feels unless you've been in those shoes, man. It's hard. It's hard.
Let me say something. I never raised you, Melissa, to be a boy. I have never, ever in your whole life raised you up to be a boy.
I didn't raise myself to be like this either.
Mitch, just listen to me. How long have you lived as a man?
For about 7 months.
7 months. When you tried to fight it, which is what your mother wants you to do, tell us what happened with your life.
Well, I became an alcoholic, a druggie. I tried to fight because I knew I was running. I was running for who I am, from who I am, and I didn't want to be gay, and I'm not. I've realized that I am a male in a female's body, and no matter how.
House.
So you are physically a female living as a male?
Yes.
Is that correct? Okay, let us meet your friend if we can and see what is going on with your friend, if that's all right. Fred, come on out.
Oh, man. That's disgusting.
So are you.
You are too.
Now, wait, Fred, let's remain calm. Explain to me, you've been with Justin for the past year, right?
I've known her for about a year and 6 months.
Okay, and in your mind, this was a man?
When I met her at the bowling alley. I was working one night, and I was just joking around saying, you know, there was a bunch of guys around, about 5 or 6 of us, real close friends, and I said, you know, it'd be cool to be with 2 women at one time, you know, because that's every man's fantasy. Come on now.
Glad to learn that.
Well, you know, and I turned around and all my friends are laughing and giggling, and I couldn't figure out why. And then I turned to them and I said, what's going on? And then these two, her and her girlfriend, runs out the door. And finally one of my friends told me, I felt so stupid. Just totally and utterly dumbfounded. I mean, I was stupid. And, you know, oh, man.
Fred, what is bother? All right, you're bothered.
Bothered ain't the word.
Okay. Explain to me what's bothering you.
Okay, we were at the mall about a week ago, and she was talking to this girl at the Sea Dream leather store. All right, it me off because the girl was good looking. You know, she goes up to him and she tells.
Debbie wanted to be here today because she says that this is shocking, and you would think so, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would think so.
Okay. She says she's confused and even a bit angry. You want to find out what she has to say?
Sure.
Okay, Debbie, come on out. Debbie, this happened a few weeks ago?
Yeah, maybe 3.
So you find out a few weeks ago that your best friend, a woman you idolized, was born a man. How did it make you feel?
I don't know if you can imagine what it's like to be so close to somebody and find out something so major so far into your friendship.
Do you feel badly that you didn't know? I would feel kind of betrayed.
Well,
I would think, why didn't I see it?
No, I mean, I don't blame myself for that because she's so gorgeous. And I mean, nobody would see it unless they really had been exposed a lot to that lifestyle, but I haven't. So, you know, I don't blame myself for that.
Left the family.
Then my aunt raised us when we were 15, and she, till the age of 15, then she died when we were 15 years old.
Something unbelievable happened to Christina. You actually met a man named Tim who believed that you were a woman, is that right?
Yeah.
And he fell in love with you, and he married you.
He didn't know at first, and I didn't tell him until like 2.5 months after.
Did he know when he married you?
Yeah.
He did.
By then he already knew.
Okay. Why don't we bring Christina's husband, Tim, out and find out how this all happened. Say hello to Tim. Tim, when you met Christina, you had no idea this was a man?
No.
None. What went on from there?
When I found out?
No?
Or when we met?
Yeah.
We met, picked her up at a hamburger stand. She was with her friend, and we drove her friend. She had some business to take care of, and we sat in the car for, what, an hour, hour and a half, talking and stuff, and I found her really attractive, and we switched numbers. And I called her up, and we started dating after that. And it was about, I don't know, 2 months, month and a half, 2 months. Had no idea whatsoever.
And when she told you?
I was totally shocked. I didn't know what to think. I had been married twice before. I have 3 kids. I never even knew what a transsexual was. And she told me, and I stayed very shocked. But I asked her to explain some things to me, to help me deal with it, and I don't know, it was a really shocking thing.
Because you had felt you were always a straight man.
Oh yeah.
Right?
I still feel that way.
Okay.
I see him as a straight man.
You see him as a straight man.
I'm not attracted to, like men or whatever. But.
Now. Shelley, it's good to see you again. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
You know, it was very courageous of you to come to the show. It was really the first time you'd revealed to people in your life why you chose to live as a man. How did the town and the people in your life respond after they saw you on the show?
Better. They understand more, and they see me as just a normal person.
Okay. Were you surprised to hear how many letters that you got?
Yeah.
Shelley, you know, a lot of the letters were very moving. There was one in particular that really stood out. It was written by a 14-year-old girl named Genesis, who not only wrote a letter, but included a very beautiful poem that she wanted us to read to you. Would you like to hear some of it?
Sure.
Okay. Shelley, listen to this.
My poem is called I'll Be There, and it was inspired by Shelley. Is she afraid to love, too scared to care? When the truth comes out, there's nobody there. She tries to tell them, but she can't find the words. How do you say to someone, I'm really a girl? Is there someone out there who won't walk away? Who'll take the time to listen and hear what she has to say? She doesn't think there is. She's afraid no one can. But you see, not everyone is like that. There are people who care. One of those people is me, and I'll always be there. Someone to talk to, someone who will listen, someone who doesn't mind if you're just a little bit.
Grand canola. Ginger, it's taken me a long time, but now your name just rolls off my tongue. We've been hearing from people who've spent a lot of their lives feeling that they were, something was wrong, maybe in the wrong body. It has to be a very painful experience. On the other hand, it isn't the easiest thing in the world to deal with these, you know, to be this person's mother or sister or friend or lover. When Tim says that Christina is in every way to him, except that she has a penis, a woman, he is talking about everything, her moods, her way she looks, everything. I can buy that. I know it's hard for some people, but
I can understand
if
that.
he says it to me, then it's his business. And
I can understand that because I can feel his confidence in his statement. I can feel their love for each other. I also think what we see here is an example of how love can absolutely transcend all gender barriers. Love doesn't have a sex.
Exactly.